When analyzing your audience sociology, focusing on the difference in the ages of your listeners is important. Speaking to groups of various ages means considering how different a person is in their early 20s to someone in their 50s when it comes to their goals, interests, and everyday concerns. In order to relate to people of all ages, you must consider that different cultures view attitude towards age differently. Various age groups means various interests, and different aged individuals comprehend material at different speeds. In order to keep an audience of all ages interested in your speech, all of these issues must be considered. Throughout the history of the world, old age has most often been associated with wisdom, honor, integrity, and esteem. Different cultures view attitude towards age differently. North American culture embraces the youthful, therefore pushing the senior citizens to the edges where they won't be seen or heard. Instead of seeing the elderly as one to be looked to for wisdom and knowledge, our society dreads getting older and does everything to stay as youthful as possible. North American culture has changed throughout the years into a society with ageism. Ageism is one that devalues the aging population, their past, and their prime. The elderly is looked upon as squanderers who just deplete the Social Security fund, which will be tapped out by the time our youth will be in their shoes. Because of these issues people have toward the aged, they are often segregated, living in nursing homes, where there isn't much interaction between generations. Yet, the Chinese honor their elderly and view them as bearers of experience and adepts of skillful living. They treat their elders with the utmost respect and consideration. They are taken care of by their family members until the moment they die. Chinese culture is very reverential and respectful of seniors who pass on their wisdom to younger generations, especially through the TV. Yet, here in North America, if a TV show draws an audience over the age of 35, then it is canceled, instead keeping the focus on the youth and the middle-aged only. At different ages, each person has his or her own personal experiences that attribute to who they are today. Whether you are 50 and have experienced the best of times and the worst of times, or 20 and just beginning to experience all that life has to offer. With age, things take on different priorities. Things that may have caused you stress in your 20s, 30s, and 40s may not even be as important to you as they were then. Each point in our lives are associated with different goals, whether it be graduating college, starting a family, finding a well-paying job, or enjoying retirement. A 20-year-old most likely is to be focused on more selfish issues pertaining to his or her life, unaware of the bigger picture. A 50-year-old is focused more on worldly issues affecting the universe as a whole, in which they see the bigger picture. My grandma is environmentally conscious. She recycles paper, plastic, and glass products. She makes sure that she separates them individually and turns them in to be recycled every month. She's aware of the effects that it has on the environment and that doing her part to help the younger generation is important. But my younger brother, who's in high school, doesn't think twice about the environment. He is quick to litter, be wasteful, and has no consideration for the effects on which he presents to the environment. He is so self-focused at the age that he doesn't see the bigger picture of life. The different ages have different ideas of what's important, but finding a common ground that will relate to both ages is key. People of all ages comprehend material at different speeds, understanding what is presented to them. Your actual age is defined as how many years you are. InfoPlease.com defines mental age as the level of native material ability or capacity of an individual, usually determined by an intelligence test in relation to the chronological age of the average individual at this level. The speaker must consider mental age along with a person's actual age. Since each person is different, taking into account that information is absorbed and understood at different speeds. Finding a speed that is both distinct and clear for everyone in the audience will help keep everyone following the speaker at the same speed. When it comes to focusing on your audience, the speaker must be aware that the multiple age groups can cause confliction when presenting a speech if the audience's needs aren't considered. Presenting with an open mind and attempting to understand how age affects the audience makes presenting a speech more successful. You have to find ways to relay information to an audience with different ages at the same time in order to speak a well-rounded speech to all.